Alright, I think we're live. Welcome, guys. Good morning. How are you? Just picking up where we left off yesterday. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do about gaining influence, because it's near impossible to quickly gain any, and if it's even worth it. I really don't like how they have this set up now. I know that's minor, but because it's just not doing anything for us. Like, even in the influence that we've used with Tyrion, if we look at Tyrion, like he still doesn't want anything with us. They've put in so many stupid penalties. I mean, the baseline evaluations, the distance, being main. I very quickly, I imagine, will become a threat to him, even though we're a million miles away. We'll become a threat, and he won't want to trade or do anything with us. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's even worth getting influence as Hiles, which is a little upsetting. But appreciate everyone being here this morning. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Just going through and seeing if we need any of this. Ooh, wrong one. No, we're good. Alright, and we ended it last time by taking this settlement.
By the White Tower.
Good, this hero is on their way. I imagine that's Skrulk, if I had to guess. But no, don't upgrade those, they're not worth it. Just gonna refresh my YouTube studio here for a little bit. Alright. Let's just move on. I don't think we have anything. Yeah, I still need to find some dark elves. Alright, let's move on. We got nothing else to do this turn. Yeah, I hope everyone's week is off to a good start. I'm glad it's... I mean, I have no plan on coming down here. I could always sell all of this to him. Yeah. Let's do that. We'll use the Swordmaster of Hoeth as a scout here. Just in case Skrulk is coming down here. We can look in diplomacy and see if he's at war with Skrulk. That'll help us give a little better idea of what's going on. Alright. Yep, it's fine.
I concur. Sailing.
Okay.
Okay.
The Phoenix Court will hear.
Yep, he is at war with Pestilence. Okay.
I go then. Preparing an ambush.
Good. Make him a little tankier.
This is absurd. Far beneath an archmage.
Yeah, do growth. I don't know
My
if
powers are yours.
they'll take the bait for that, though.
Beyond even Quaish.
9 to 9 against 5. They might. Hopefully they do.
Even the
I mean,
could not.
the siege would be fine, but it would just make...
I
It would
cannot
make
rewrite
the...
reality.
we'd get 2 battles out of them for it, is all.
To live
And
here.
it would just be a lot easier to deal with. Yep, upgrade that. Upgrade that. Fortress of Dawn. Ooh. Could get Lothern Sea Guard. But for now, I'll go with a cheaper option. And she's not a siege attacker. So let's get some. Yeah, get some bolt throwers. I don't want to have to like sit around and do nothing with her. You know, if we take like a capital, I just want to get up and moving. Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Good to have you guys here. Really, really enjoying the great turnouts we've been having in the morning streams.
My lawmaster.
This is absurd.
Hopefully they take the bait. I should have recruited a shitty lord last turn and used her as bait. But it's all right. Good. This will be good for all of our armies coming up. Very good. Yeah, welcome guys. Just want to keep it at a slower pace. Just the good thing is they're like infighting each other.
I have important matters.
Nope. I'm not getting ripped out of that deal. Yeah, the good thing is those rebel like or not rebel, but those minor chaos factions are fighting each other. Yeah, they didn't take the bait. Oh well.
Master
Oh
of the
well.
White.
The winds call. This is not the end.
Beyond even Quaish.
Good. Next turn we'll be able to upgrade this.
Who seeks me?
Mage.
Far beneath an archmage.
Yeah, I should have recruited a lord there last turn.
Our cause.
I don't know where we're getting the influence from. Because after the last stream when I saw how much you could actually get per turn, it was not worth keeping that hero around.
At your service.
What?
Tyria.
Just an absolute
Ulford,
waste
welcome, brothers.
of
What do you wish to
influence
discuss?
with all of this.
Alariel, all are welcome.
The ward. May we both serve Ulf. Do not expect pleasantries. The defense of Ivres is all that matters.
Queen of Avalon.
Alariel's champion. Got ice.
Lady of Ulthorn.
Now what do we need here? Oh yeah, go ahead and get trade advancements because we're coming up on some tier 3 resources. Alright, switch that edict down to growth. We can always use money's fine. Let's get it growing. Let's get the growth booming. And
Poet's disciple.
yeah, just leave that there because in a few turns we'll pick up some bolt throwers. Good. Alright, alright. Oh, that's where we're getting the influence from. Duh. Yep, okay. Alright. I don't want to sit around and wait another turn because they're just going to sit in there. Just going to refresh my YouTube studio quick. My phones are, like, we started having internet issues here last night, so I'm paying a little more attention to OBS and making sure everything is still working okay. Cause yeah, my phone anyway started acting up for no reason last night.
I cannot rewrite reality.
So they got 20 units.
This is absurd.
But Teclis can still have a fun day with those.
A steady hand is needed.
Okay. The Scroll Man himself. Excuse me. He's got 4. About to have 5. By the looks of it. Yeah, because this. Oh, he's been besieging the fuck out of this. Okay. Ooh, they got a Helm of Discord. That'd be nice to steal. Okay. Okay. Let's knock this one out. It won't be too difficult. Yeah, give him some leadership. Why not? And we're gonna make them look silly. Yeah, it's another good turnout already for just being over 10 minutes into the stream. So I appreciate everyone being here. I'm thinking about putting up a poll. I'm not sure. I've been looking around and seeing kind of what some other content creators are doing. And it's not like it's coming back, I don't think. But with all the changes to the campaigns and obviously, you know, getting through campaigns right now anyway is what I would say a good amount of people would like to see, just to see some changes or updates. And so I thought about doing, like, after I would finish a live stream stretch, you know, so like what are the ones I've done already? So like Manfred, Ikit Claw, you know, and then like continuing those as like short let's play videos. I don't know yet though, because like right now in the morning and then on the weekends is, you know, when I stream. But then, like, when I get home after work during the week, or even after I stream, before I stream on the weekends, and then sometimes even after I stream, depending on how much stuff my wife has going on, I'll just keep playing in my own time. And it's not that I'm a big fan of Let's Plays, but it would be a way to get out even more content for you guys. And, you know, myself as a channel as a whole, so... I'm not saying I'm going to do it yet, but I've been thinking about it. I'm going to see how it, you know, keep doing some research into it and see if it's something that really would be worth doing. You know, basically consumer interest. Consumer interest. So. 2,000 damage there. Really, we could probably be rolling around with only these two.
They shall know fear.
Hey, Morn, welcome, buddy.
Hear me! For
Speaking of consuming, I'm hungry. Yeah, me too.
moving out.
I did not sleep well last night, and so that's why I'm starting so late this morning. Starting almost like 45 minutes late of what I usually do. But yeah, I'm getting very hungry.
Ancestors, hear me. Fear my words. Onward.
See what it does. It's only 5 wins of magic due to Teclis.
I go.
It might hit a few. It might just
There
backfire.
it is nigh.
But it looks like we're getting a little lucky with it.
Seeking the foe.
It's 5 a.m. Usually I try and start my streams no later than 4:15, 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, I usually try and get up at like 3:30, 3:45. And then
Hear me.
by the time I get early riser, bro. Yeah, well,
Fear me.
my channel was becoming very, very stagnant because I was only streaming, you know, 1-2 days a week, like on the weekends mainly.
I go.
And I was streaming a few days during the week, depending on what time I got off work. But
For his
with
majesty.
what's coming up with my job,
Moving out.
streaming in the afternoon is not going to be possible like ever again. At least for unless we get massive amounts of extra help at work. There's just no way I'd be able to stream in the afternoon. Not to mention when I get off work, most of the people are, you know, in the US are getting ready for bed, or in Europe they're already in bed because it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. So it just hey, Vaktang, welcome to the stream. Says, why are you starting this early? Just to you know, I just made the decision really because my channel just wasn't really growing, and it was mainly because YouTube. I mean, it was a lot of things. I was still a really, really small channel. I mean, I still am in the grand scheme of things, but I'm talking like 100, 200 subs, which now I think we're just a little over 800. But you know, my impressions that YouTube was sending out was extremely low. I wasn't getting you know, a ton of returning viewers and whatnot, and so the only way I could really increase my content was by streaming in the morning. I don't enjoy doing Let's Play videos. I just don't like them. I don't know. I just don't like them. I never really liked them, even when they were like popular, when I wasn't even streaming. Like certain videos are fine, like the short videos that people make, that's fine. But like actual like Let's Play videos, you know, I'm just not a fan of them a whole lot. For some people they work really, really well. It really does. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say never to them for the channel, because for some people, again, it does work really well, and you know, I play this game a lot, so it would be a way just to get more content out for the channel and for you guys. But in the meantime, it's just it's a way for me to get, you know, more stuff out, get YouTube to send my stuff out more and whatnot. And because the big thing with YouTube is once you get like a big raid, like I've been getting like from Legend a lot on the weekends, when you get a big flux of like subscribers and whatnot, so like YouTube just like competes. With YouTube you compete against yourself and other streamers, obviously, but the big one is against yourself. So if you have a big video, you know, that blows up, right? So for a big video for me, you know, is even like 500 views, right? But then when you have like, you get rated by Legend and you have a couple thousand views on that video, and then your next video, you know, in the past I would have like 3,000 or 4,000 or like 3,000 views or something with a raid, right? And then my next stream would only have like 80. YouTube's algorithm doesn't realize that you got rated. You know, it doesn't realize what's going on. It just thinks that people don't give a shit about you anymore. So they would, like, my impressions rate was dropping drastically because YouTube wasn't promoting me itself anymore. I wasn't gaining viewers. Like, it just wasn't getting out to anyone that was already watching me, basically. Well, viewer can't talk to you during the Let's Play, so that's always meant. Yeah, I don't. That's my big thing with it, is I enjoy being able to interact with people on the stream. But that's why I was thinking maybe for campaigns that we've already kind of won, maybe people would be interested just seeing kind of how they play out. You know, like a lot of times, you know, if you guys watch Legend streams, a lot of people when he changes campaigns ask him, be like, oh, what happened with this campaign, that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm thinking maybe doing a few Let's Plays of streams after like I'm done live streaming them, just so you guys can kind of see how they finish out, maybe. But I don't know, because at that point, like, you know, you're super strong. People may not even care to see how they play out because you're just going to be winning everything. So I don't know. Let's Plays are just which, you know, back in the day you didn't really have the means to live stream effectively. You know, the quality of the streams, the streaming software, all that stuff. But nowadays, like, you just don't need to, you know. So we'll see. I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, but right now I'm leaning towards no. Even for you know, I can justify doing some of my campaigns a lot longer than others can. Just because, I mean, in general, my retention, like, my views per video are very similar, no matter if it's part 1 versus part 20, you know? Oh, yeah, we still got plenty of magic. But yeah, that's the I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Is I enjoy being able to interact with people, especially when you're first growing a channel. You know, like when you're getting a bunch of new people on the stream. You know, and they might, you know, come back to a live stream the next day after they subscribe to you or whatever it may be going on. And if you don't provide them the opportunity to engage with you, then you might even just lose them, you know, as a viewer or as a subscriber if they've subscribed. You know, it's just because that's how you, I think, you know, actually build your channel, is how are you doing during a stream. You know, do you interact with people? Do you ignore them? Do you make, you know, conversation engaging, that kind of thing? God, he is just so fucking good. If we could get an item for stock for him and a few more mages, I don't know if we would need an army for Teclis. Maybe some anti-large for single entities. But then again, he's pretty freaking good himself. Like, in terms of melee stats. Like, The melee attack isn't that great, but the melee defense isn't terrible. You know, there obviously are some lords that can hit him each time, but there are very few lords in this region that have, you know, 65 or higher melee attack. A lot of lizards that have super high melee defense or slans. Oh, come on. There we go.
Seeking the foe.
And we didn't even use... We used about 50 winds of magic. We started with 130. So yeah, we used about 50. Not bad. But I mean, even the other thing too, I mean, the reason I've kept streaming early in the morning too is just because people keep coming back. I mean, when I first started live streaming in the morning, you know, I wasn't getting many people. I know right now it says we only have 5, but on, what was it, Monday, I think we had up to 20 people that were here. Yesterday we had like average of 10 to 12. And I mean, today I definitely need to start earlier, like in the morning. You know, but still, it's the numbers on in my channel analytics show that what I'm currently doing is working. Obviously, the raids from Legend and anyone's support obviously does help a lot, but it's just being consistent through it now. You know, it's not the time to take a break. So as long as I can, you know, get enough sleep and keep on going, we're good. Which I usually average 5-6 hours of sleep, which is enough. Just occupy it.
Teclis.
Yep, that's fine. Alright, what do you need? Two points. Make his army better. It's very unlikely that I'll always just be able to do that in some fights. I don't think there's anything else we can do.
Master of high magic.
It's so weird recruiting spearmen. I'm not used to it. Alright, but in 3 turns we'll be able to get some bolt throwers and move into these guys. Since they're fighting each other, I might start here and just be selling settlements along the way. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, hopefully Rakarth is still alive so we can eventually fight him to get Teclis' last item. Blitz. I don't think there's anything diplomacy-wise.
Approach us, friend.
No.
Chosen defender of the Phoenix throne.
You're about to get wiped out.
Guardian of the Phoenix crown. Yes?
Tyrion.
Whatever. Wait, what? What did that say?
I am Tyrion.
How does he want a defensive alliance as much as a non-aggression pact?
I am the heir of Anarion, and I bid you welcome.
He actually wants an alliance more than he wants a
I am
non-aggression.
the heir of Anarion, and I...
Whatever. Whatever. So I don't understand. I am surprised that Nakari is actually alive still. This is the first campaign. I don't know if it's just because I'm playing high elves, but this is the first campaign I've had in Immortal Empires where Nakari's not dead by this point. Which, if you guys haven't already, Nakari is a fun campaign in Oath 1. It can be a very difficult start. It's a lot of manually fighting battles because you do need to mitigate damage. But it's fun because you get to mess with the high elves a little bit, set up some ambushes. But I think he's ranked like 23 at like turn 15. He's fighting anything, like everybody. It's really fun. We've taken the East Coast, I think, already. Yeah, pay him off. What turn am I on? I don't even know. I'm on turn 14 and I've taken the outside East Coast. But yeah, I'm playing. I got Nakari going in my spare time. I got Ikiclaw's campaign that I'm still continuing from the live streams. Started a Nurgle campaign. Haven't touched the Manfred's campaign in a bit.
High Elven Archmage.
I'm thinking of just kind of ending that one and just like going straight to Drakenhof just to finally see what building he gets there. Yeah, do the port. Port makes more money. Yep, that's all nice and dandy. Alright, we can get rid of you. Get rid of you. Don't need that. Don't really need any of these. Honestly, I'd rather get the recruit rank up out of all of this stuff. I don't really care about the 10 armor. Don't have any eagles. Don't have any of these units. I guess the upkeep wouldn't be bad. But yeah, get the upkeep reduction.
Infused by Hoet's wisdom.
Okay.
High Elven Archmage.
Excuse me.
Master of High Magic.
We need magic with her. She's really good if she has more than 20 wins in magic.
Outrageous.
Recruit a few more archers, and then let's move on. Teclis.
I hear the good day, Fladriel.
Good.
Grant me your sight.
Did they win?
Wisdom leads me.
No, they did not. Excuse me. How is Nurgle for you? I love Nurgle. I think Festus is definitely stronger. Excuse me. I think Festus is better just because his mechanic is better. Like, both of the mechanics are fine. I just think I like Festus's more. Oh, man.
Master of the White Tower.
How many turns? Okay, good. They're gonna wait at least another turn. Look at Skrulk. Okay.
Lilith, hear me.
Come here. That way, I'll be able to attack him. Even if he comes out and ambushes me, he's so weak. It won't matter. Okay, what would I build there if I were to destroy that? Could do the public order building. Yeah, do the public order building. Don't care about influence. Yeah, I think they're just a very underrated faction. You don't have to do it as much with Festus, just because you have Festus, who is an amazing lord. What can I think? The Warriors of Chaos have been drastically improved, in my opinion. The Festus's lords are just better. which I know they have the same ones, but like just with how the mechanic works, I think Festus is just better. But Kugas faction specifically, I think is just highly underrated. It's a faction where you can't just use like one thing and have a good campaign. Like you got to use every little bit and piece of the campaign effects inside of things, as well as don't do that, you bitch. He stole my idea. As well as the battles, you know, his units and whatnot, right? So the campaign side, it's vital that you constantly are putting down plagues. Like I cannot emphasize that enough. Plagues for Kugath are, you know, it's like insulin for a diabetic. You know, like you just need it. It's not something you just decide you don't need kind of thing. Like popping down plagues all the time, especially like as you progress in the campaign, you'll be spreading campaigns. You'll be spreading plagues like crazy. You'll be getting tons of infections just from spreading plagues. You know, like it's just let's just knock him out. He's not allied with anyone. Yeah, let's just knock him out. And then on the battle map, like it's not just using like Kugath is a really good legendary lord, right? He can spellcast. Stream of Corruption is amazing for its cost. It really is good. Being a Mortis engine is amazing. He's got like 20,000 HP. You know, like he's just a tank. But you can't. Kugath himself isn't a one-man killing machine, right? You need to have his army there to support him to slow down the enemy, right? And I think people like look at, you know, the stats of like Kugath's army, and they just, you know, put him to the side. It's not that Kugath's faction have insane stats. It's the amount of debuffs you can apply, right? Kugath has like all the lords have like the slime trail ability. I think it's called that anyway. That decrease melee attack by 5 and speed by 10%, and then you just have poison effects decreasing the enemy's speed, weapon strength, and armor piercing weapon strength. You can get death magic and pop down. I think it's not Soul Bright, but anyway, it's another one that can decrease weapon strength even further, and it costs like 6 or 7 wins of magic. And like you're just it's not that you're super strong stat wise, but it's that you're making the enemy super weak, like weaker than you. Plus they're one of the few factions in the game that can defend almost any settlement with a shit garrison due to their towers. They just don't die. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of poor stream status from YouTube. You guys may need to refresh your browser a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I had this issue the other morning. I do apologize about that. But yeah, I could be. I don't know your thoughts on it, Vactang, but that's my thoughts on it. I think Papa Nurgle or Papa Kugath deserves a little more love than what he gets.
I take possession.
Personally. Good. One and done. Which from most streamers aren't fans of him, but I think he's really good. It's just something that, you know, it's not a lord that you know, like Teclis right now, where he's the one man killing machine. You know what I mean? Like he's just you know, can do it all, doesn't really need the army, but at the same time, like it's, yeah, you get what I mean. Alright, one turn finally. I could have sent them out there already. Nope. I don't want to do any agreements with anyone that's going to piss off Tic-Tac-Toe or Krotgar. Because I don't want to be fighting them. Which it may change. They'll probably start hating me later on because of threats and, you know, strategic threats and whatnot. But I just won't be the one to get rid of any agreements. Ooh, there's Rakarth.
The city is rank with corruption.
Alright, let's check on Pestilence. Yeah, look at him go. Good shit.
What?
Saltik litaksa.
Alright, alright. Yeah, it's already going down. Oh, because they're at war with each other? You fucking idiots. Nah, because I'm going to kill all of you. What am I doing? What am I doing? Skaven.
Bring decay.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3. They don't have the marks of the old ones. Alright. Oh, shit. Look at that. How many settlements do you have left? 2. Good old Brachus. He's an ugly little turd. He's got that massive underbite. See, the thing is, they're gonna sit there and besiege that out forever. So let's move on. And take Chupai.
Preparing an ambush.
We'll fight it manually just so we don't take any damage on our units. Let's check our buildings. Good. Get public order up and moving. That way we don't have this income issue. Plus everything else here is we need it. Good stuff. These, I really like these as well. The Tyrannok chariots. I want to keep using those. So, yeah, very good units. I like those. Unfortunate, I didn't pay attention early because you do start off with one, and I accidentally got one nuked. I thought auto resolve said I wasn't gonna lose any units, and then I lost one. So, but I would say Morn, it's good to see you, man. I haven't with Lily Panda told me that Wyvern has taken a almost definite leave of the YouTubes. At least kind of from what I gathered. So yeah, I haven't seen you on streams. I've been able to talk to you for a while, man, if you're still here. Because yeah, it's growing fast enough. The extra 20 growth is not going to be worth it. And I'd rather keep that. But finally. Alright. Well, he's about to lose. So it looks like Oxyotl got wrecked. Because they're coming in hot with 2 armies. but I'm also now coming to play. Where can I land?
By sea. Out of reach.
Alright, alright. How much am I making from trade? I'm making quite a bit. I'm exporting a shit ton. Though, we'll see. I mean, 10% is 10%. Oh, wow. He just straight up took it. Okay. I mean, I'd rather get the jump on them. Alright.
It's sweltering. My powers are needed.
Good. We'll recover all of that over the intern. Ooh, that's a shitty...
By the gods.
Do growth.
Defender of truth.
Yep, that's good. Good, we'll replenish the whole full this turn. Alright, he's on the verge of dying, which is I'm fine with. Am I their big enemy now? I mean, Itza's still nearby, but yeah, Itza's gonna love me for kicking the shit out of Skrulk. Let's see, let's see. Don't have any access to any heroes. Let's check diplomacy. Really? I will say, Vactang, dealing with, what's his nuts? Gorst? Not as big of a issue as I thought it would be. Because obviously Gorst has tons of replenishment and is a Mortis engine right away. And like I know Kugath plays into that really well. But you just for one easy way to get through it, I was able to pull off some ambushes against him. But at the end of the day, I mean, just don't blob up and you'll be fine against him. Yeah, they just... What's the point of influence anymore? It just doesn't get you anything. Oh well. They won't even take a non-aggression pack with me. What about her?
The mistress of the undying forest.
Yeah, it's just the distance is too much of an issue for them. Maybe if I get further up through Lustria, but for now they just don't give a shit. Which it's fine. That's kind of why I chose Teclis anyway, because I wouldn't have to deal with the high elf political bullshit. Alright. Everything is growing over here. We'll see what Skrulk does. He should be down to 3 settlements. He is recruiting an army somewhere. So he's got Subatoon, Oixel, or Oxyotl. No, Oxyotl is the lord. So Oixel, And then looks like a settlement in the mountains here. Oixel, yeah, Oixel. Alright, let's move on. Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Glad to have you here.
What do you want?
Nope.
I will do all in my consent.
War? Yeah, war. That's fine. Now I guarantee you he just bypasses to Henowin. But he's got nothing for me to worry about. Not with Teclis being the rank he is. That's not nice.
The city is crumbling.
Yep, just go big on growth. Do the mangrove coast. It's the safer option.
If you say so.
Alright, he's left.
Orders.
No, because they don't like me.
Teclis, High Lawmaster.
We are of one mind.
Alright. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Lawmaster.
Might have to recruit another army.
Ready.
Kaish Spellcaster.
Wending my way.
Alright, there's Rakarth.
Idiocy. My
So
infinite
come
yours.
here in ambush stance.
Laying in wait.
But yeah, I knew he wasn't going to go over here. But wow, look at him. Feral ice bears. How the fuck did he get ice bears? He has been fighting in Kislev. Why is he getting ice bears? But damn, look at those stats. But yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yep. Just keep moving with that public order. Plus, we'll get when control is 100, we'll be getting even more money from all these buildings.
Master of high magic. Row Asur.
Alright, we'll take a little damage, but we'll be able to get it back. Fighting Fate Kairos' butt crack. Oh, and they have walls. Oh, they're stupid.
The vortex.
We're generating some magic as well. +2 once we occupy some of these. I mean, we more likely than not we'll just sell them to Oxyotl. More likely than not. But let's see what Rakarth does. He's just playing Runaway. Got him. Got him. Good stuff. Yep. Good, because that'll get us another control all provinces, because we'll be getting his last item. So we'll be completing his legendary lord set.
Let us share a glass of wine while we discuss your message.
No.
Doubt is for the weak.
Lord of Athelloren.
I am
Highborn.
The Deepwood protects its sons and daughters.
Nope.
Lord of the Glade.
orders.
Yeah, I don't have any more resources, I don't think. That's why my trade agreements currently are just shit. Yeah, I just don't have any resources to sell, so I'm just not getting anything out of it. Hey Dave, how we doing, man? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, good money and more trinkets for money. Public order is actually going down really quickly. Buildings 3. Yeah, we need to mitigate that. Damn it. So it's gonna take 6 turns, so it'll be at negative 53. But we gotta do something. I don't want public order issues. Alright. What the hell happened to your movement?
Light of the moon.
Oh, alright, well that's shitty. Alright, yep. Make things a little cheaper. Okay.
Hoeth grants you wisdom. I go then. Servant of the tower. They are under my protection.
I hear the Gaddafi.
Yeah, I'm not risking that. She's just gonna have to not be in this fight. Alright, there's the other army. Yeah, I'm not risking her ruining my my movement here. Pyrrhic victory. Alright, what do they got that we have to worry about? Okay. Dark Conduit is a big one. Rakarth himself is a big one. He's actually got a pretty deadly army. What's the terrain like? Alright, nice and open. Okay, good. I mean, we'll be fine. We gotta look out for their feral cold ones. We'll probably checkerboard. Just because they do have so many monsters and whatnot. But yeah, get rid of their missile units and we'll be fine. And Teclis can handle that. But yeah, we'll be fine. Don't want to auto it though. Definitely don't want to auto that. Plus, we do a little bit of damage on their feral units, and they'll all start rampaging. So, oh, never mind. Apparently, feral has a different meaning for Rakarth. All right, the Saber-Tusk packs will. I want to say the Wyvern will as well, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll checkerboard. Try and get him to use Dark Conduit on Teclis. I think it's a 45-second cooldown to start with. But we both have artillery, so I don't know who, you know, if he's going to advance on us or not. Since we're the attacker, technically.
Teclis.
Oh yeah, this is a fine map. Okay, he wants to do that.
It shall be done. Understood.
Alright, 2, 13, okay.
Archers. Loyal. Orders received.
Alright, and then put you out here, you out here, and you here. It would have been nice to have the
Eagle Claw.
the life mage, but it's okay.
Archers.
Loyal.
We can spread this one out a little more because we have such high range. Don't need to be as bunched up.
For duty.
As you say.
Plus, that way their charges don't hit like multiple units. Let's set her to the side that way she doesn't block anything.
Yes.
And then let's see what he does. Those bears look pretty cool.
I go.
Yeah, we actually have a 56 to 57. Yeah, okay. We actually, I mean, we can put a enfeebling foe on him and be able to hit him.
Hear me. Yen Louis. Setting forth.
That did like nothing.
Guardian.
Really, if I can get any of their units to come at me,
I will obliterate them.
that would be ideal.
Making my way. Arhain Kadei. Stop.
Especially Rakarth, because then we can just snipe him out of the sky.
Fear me. Onward.
Come on, Brachus.
Battle awaits. I know the way. For Ulfwan, advance.
Come on, bitch. Here you
Their
go.
end is nigh. Forward. They shall know fear. Moving out.
Just needs a little coaxing.
By
But yeah, he can't reach us. They're advancing on us now. Dragons really don't seem like they're moving at 90 speed. Maybe that's just me, but they have never seemed to be actually moving at the speed that it says they do.
Archers. For duty.
Teclis.
Eagle Claw.
Snipe time.
Teclis.
Now get your ass back here.
Seeking the foe.
It will be done.
Alright, everyone's at fire at will. That's good. Yeah, he's dead.
Servant of the tower.
For the greater good.
Get as many units firing on him as possible without him being in range of his breath attack.
Hear me.
Like that.
Archers.
Son of a bitch. If anything, he'll break here because he's taking so much damage. Plus, we can pop it again in a few seconds.
Lawmaster of power.
Onward.
That's fine. And he's dead.
I am ready.
Good, and he used Dark Conduit. I think. Oh no, he did it. Okay. It's fine.
Loremaster of power.
Good job.
Moving out.
But
We will obey.
we got him. We got him now. Hey Georgie, welcome to the stream, man.
Await
Welcome everyone.
For His Majesty.
Don't use fireballs on the Hydra because he'll obviously just regenerate them. Would like to get the feral wyvern here to come at me a little early.
Kill them. I will.
Can actually beat it in melee. Who's it shooting? That's fine. Just let it shoot you.
Teclis.
Yeah, we're kicking this thing's ass.
I will. Scython seal Cadave.
Nice. Nice.
Archers.
Just bring another unit over
Understood.
here.
Onward. As you say. We go.
Break the formation just a little bit because we do have some Reaper. Okay, good. They're gone.
Vigilant. I go.
Loremaster of Power.
Nice.
Chosen of Hoeth.
Yeah, I need to get them to use their Dark Conduit.
Fear my words.
Loremaster of Power.
Shit.
Master of the White Tower. Arhain Cadave.
As you say. Without fail.
Eagle Claw.
Loremaster of Power.
High Lawmaster.
I just heard it. Yep. Damn.
Understood.
It didn't kill many. It just deleted their health, which is good.
As you say.
Alright, shoot the... Don't let him regenerate.
Their end is nigh.
No, shoot their infantry.
Whoa.
Scython.
No, because you're in the trees.
Loremaster of Power. St. Louis Sinai.
Shoot. Shoot that Dark Shield. We need to get rid of you. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Advance. Forward. As you say.
Attack! Yen Louis!
For Assyrian. Without fail.
I don't think we'll lose any units. Okay, there's their army losses. Alright, get you guys back over here.
Seeking the foe.
But yeah, we didn't lose that many entities. I don't know how this works in the game now. Like, that is almost no health per unit. It happens a lot with regular casts of Wind of Death.
Without fail.
But they did what they needed to do, and it was okay. It wasn't great.
None can
I still think it'd be...
my power.
actually, I don't know if it'll be a close victory or not. Took a lot of damage. Ah, we got it close. It's better than Pyrrhic victory. But yeah, welcome everyone joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. Hope your Wednesday is going well. But yeah, getting Rakarth out of there early definitely helped. He had a lot of potentially dangerous units. So Teclis didn't kill a lot, but damn, he racked up some damage. Because what, we got rid of a Karth because of him, and got the Feral Wyvern off the field. Hydra did pretty good with its breath attack and then Dark Conduit. So, excuse me. Other than that, though, none of their units did a lot other than their 2 breath attacks and then 1 Dark Conduit. But this should put him back on his heels a little bit. Give to Hinowen a chance to recover. While I'm able to deal with... Okay, good. We didn't lose anybody. Take the replenishment. We need to keep moving. Bonuses is large. It's not bad considering of what we're going up against with all the lizard boys and whatnot. Very nice. No, don't upgrade that yet. I do want gold, but not when it's bordering tons of Skaven.
Wisdom awaits.
Good. Good. Alright.
Vile Asso.
They definitely got more armies. Definitely have more armies.
Mage of Ulthuan.
March. Very well.
So even more cooldown. Awesome. I think we're at 100% cooldown now for everything. Because we get 50% for the spells I have unlocked anyway. Because you put 2 points into them, you get 50% cooldown. There's 70%. And then the last 100. So yeah, we have no cooldown on any of our spells. Yeah. Let's come here. Alright, there's another one of his armies. So yeah, come here. We'll get rid of these guys. And sell that back to Hinowen. Nope. And nope. Yep, growth is fine at the Citadel. And that's it. Still can't do anything diplomacy-wise.
Orders?
That I want to do.
Chosen of Sigma.
They just don't care. Unfortunate. It was a waste of a lot of influence went to shit. It does look like Tyrion and the High Elves get they're not Marathi's bitch anymore like they were in Warhammer 2. But they are a little slower in general just because they are dealing with Nakari. But they're tuned back up a little bit. Excuse me, in terms of aggressiveness, which is a refreshing change. Fuck. I gotta stop fast forwarding through that shit. Yeah, welcome everyone. Good to have you guys here. Thank you. I know it's been a good stream. We've had a good amount of people here. It's just the chat's been pretty quiet today. But I do appreciate everyone popping in here and hanging out. I'm playing as Teclis. Georgie. R.I.P. to Gorst. Yeah, I almost kind of want to use her as...
Hi there. God
Okay. Wait, who said that? Oh, Teclis did. Alright. That means they got an army sitting in Oixel. Okay. What is that? The plague. Okay. They're gonna win that. They're gonna win that, right?
Teclis. I rest here.
He's gonna beat them there. What's you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna fucking besiege that.
What is this foolishness?
Hoeth grants you wisdom.
And I'm not sitting around here doing nothing. If he loses that, that's his own fault. Let's force march here and take the marks of the old ones. Let's upgrade Chupai Auto. Get some more gold. Get regrowth.
Annihilate.
Really? She's on a horse. We're gonna have to fight it manually, though. Manually. Just so we don't take any casualties, because again, we're in red territory. So let's move on. I know it's a siege, but can't be rolling around here auto-resolving stuff. It will defeat the purpose of wasting the amount of turns we did to recruit this army. Plus, this is nothing. Ugh. There's not a blind spot anywhere. Boom. Boom. By the looks of it, I don't think I've fought this map yet. The good thing is we got fire magic. And we got an alright amount of wins. Nothing fantastic, but can use our artillery too. Alright. Oh, I've fought this map before. Yeah, as Chaos. I like the hint of blue for Siege. Nope, not going over there. That's might be the worst one. Yeah, we might get away with only having to destroy the one tower. The towers aren't incredibly dangerous, but there's still something we want to avoid. This one actually might be our best bet. Just because of the angle at which we can shoot this this tower at. And they don't have any, like, bombardment spells or anything like that. So, while they are... Oh, and we have Chain Lightning and Flock of... Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Alright. Gotta move you guys back.
I will triumph. I go for Oath One.
Good. And just fast forward it. Let our magic generate. We don't have... we do have one arcane conduit. Oh shit.
Awaiting orders. It is fated, carried by the winds. I cannot fail. Setting forth. Hoeth guides me.
Look at that.
The vortex command.
They're like, oh, we gotta stop their artillery, and then dead.
Archmage repositioning.
Alright, don't fire at will.
We will obey.
Spearman.
In case they try some bullshit like that again,
We go.
we'll throw some spears over here.
Swiftly.
Disciple
Oh, shit.
of Hoeth. Without hesitation.
She got wrecked.
Destiny sends me.
Should only be a shot or two left. Good. Should have enough ammo to destroy that one as well. I wonder if they fixed being able to cast it inside walls. If you guys aren't aware of that, I think I might be able to show you something here coming up. It's nothing difficult. You don't do anything weird. It just... an oversight, I guess. Alright. Good stuff. We'll use the magic to heal after we get the army losses. Alright. So we got 156 range. $150. I think they fixed it. So I don't know for what reason, but you used to, like how it tells you, like on or below a platform, can't cast it there. Then you would just move it away and then go back up there, and it would let you do it. Don't know why it worked, but it would.
Observe my radiance. My journey continues.
Let's just get them. Oh man, they're not even shooting. Not enough entities are shooting anyway.
We will obey. Setting forth.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Nice. It's getting them off the field, or the walls. But yeah, we're just hurting on magic.
We will obey. Apace.
A prudent position. In Hoeth's name.
Yeah, it's just...
Archers.
Just let him fire at will.
At once. It is my goal.
We got enough ammo. I'm not too worried. Yeah, they fixed it. Maybe they do pay attention to smaller streamers. Because I've showcased that on some of my streams in the past. Bring them in a little closer, just so they're a little more accurate. Because yeah, I do want to save some magic to heal, but that's just a balance of power at the moment, so don't waste that. Let's bring these guys up and start shooting them. You're fine. Good. Need your recommendations on a desk gaming chair. Mine is killing my back. What kind of chair do you have to begin with? Like, I'm assuming you have like a swivel one, like I have. It also depends, like, I mean, if you want a really nice one, I mean, you can just go all out and get like a legitimate like gaming chair. But you know, like, I ain't spending that kind of money on a chair. Like, if I was doing this for a job and I was in the chair, you know, all day, because I think this chair was just POS I bought off Wayfair. I mean, actual gaming chairs aren't like the cheapest thing in the world, I don't think, but
Without hesitation.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into chairs. Excuse me. I haven't really looked into chairs too much. Just because I have like, you know, $900 worth of other expenses for my PC that I would like to get first. Yeah, a chair would be like the least of my concerns, I guess. Oh, that backfired drastically. I mean, because like the one I'm using, we just bought for, just bought cheap as shit from Walmart. Like, I don't mind it. But I know, like for me, I kind of, when I like drive and whatnot, I like my seat to like be pressed up against my back. So I guess like I like that aspect of this chair, is that it like gives me some resistance a little bit. You know, it doesn't let me, like, it keeps me forward and engaged, and it doesn't let me like slouch, you know, back here. So I like that aspect of it. But I mean, if you're wanting more of a loungy chair, you know, then you would obviously wouldn't like this one. So it just kind of depends what you want, I guess.
Behold my power!
Attack!
Excuse me. Thing is, I think we're still. They're actually better than us in melee.
Where I predicted.
As you say.
We're not. Yeah, I can't afford that
I
4,000 series.
cannot fail.
I'm saying, like,
It is
it's got to be
my
an insane amount of money. Yeah.
Archers.
Yeah, no, I need to buy a processor.
Yes.
The processor, I guess, isn't as big of an issue, but a better processor would be nice. I would very much like a... What I really need, all things, when it comes down to it, is I need a better graphics card, but a better video memory card is my biggest drawback right now. My video memory is
Repositioning.
fucking terrible. Like I need a better video memory card, which can't upgrade that just by itself. So I just and with what I want to upgrade it to, again, with everything I would need to upgrade the processor, the graphics card and video memory card along with it, and actually make sure that I have what I need. Yeah, I'm looking at like $700-800 minimal. No, I don't have the. I haven't messed with it. It's not that I'm just worried it's going to affect my performance, like on my streams. It's something I do want to look into doing though, but I'm just worried it's going to make the quality of the streams worse. We can actually check it out now. Where are you at? Where are you at? I mean, it says it can reduce performance. So we'll apply it when we get to the campaign map. Because I got plenty of RAM. So hopefully that will help things. But yeah, I don't want to have it come at the cost of performance issues, you know. Oh, you're on a horse? Come destroy that.
Understood.
The magic cut out again. Or the music cut out again. Alright, why can't... You are an archer unit for a reason.
I summon the winds. I go for Oak One.
Orders received.
Shoot! You are archer unit. Shoot up and over. Yes, thank God. I put room to my potato back in the day. We'll see how, again, when we get to the campaign map, we'll see how it works. Hopefully it does make a difference at no big cost of the quality of the stream, because that's where I've changed a lot of my settings now already, is just in the quality of the stream, and so I'm just worried that if I dumb down those settings again, just for texture quality, because I don't want to have actual streaming issues. I don't want dropped frames or anything like that, because my PC is trying to make graphics and whatnot better. But in general, I just need a better processor, and I want a better video memory. Because I have a GTX 1650, and it runs perfectly fine. It's not. It's just when I've seen other streamers bring up their video memory, and they have a worse graphics card than I do, but they have 10 or 15,000 is it megabyte or millibyte, whatever it is, the MB. They've got 10,000 or 15,000, whatever it is for their computer. I'm like, I'm sitting at like 3,900, you know, so, you know, yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Hey, would you just keep shooting at the fuckers? No, keep shooting. Keep shooting. Get them to deteriorate. Please. Nope. Keep fucking shooting. Don't let their barrier replenish. There we go. Army losses. Oh, fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Following if you are.
I'm not gonna get that off.
Bend to my will.
Heal, bitch. Not bad. Good. And we didn't. Well, we lost some units. 2, to be exact. Surprised we actually didn't get a close victory because we used all of the. We used a lot of ammo and we used almost all of our magic. But yeah, I'll untick it here and just keep an eye out on the stream itself on OBS here. One thing I would say for the chair, which yours may already have it, but make sure, like, which it sounds kind of like stupid, but make sure like the armrests on the chair actually link up with your desk. Like, my issue is my chair itself, which I don't think I can raise it any higher. Yeah, I can go all the way down. But my chair is as high as it goes right now, and my desk is like 6 inches taller than it. So it's not like I just have my hand rested on my armrest and then my mouse. You know, it's like up at an angle. I know that's very, very minor, but I've noticed it, for me anyway, it does play a difference.
Coin is always.
It's gonna revolt anyway.
Master of high
Oh
magic.
wow, we got walls here. Yeah, it's gonna revolt anyway, right? Oh yeah, we're fucked.
Gifted advisor.
Greater Arcane Conduit, very nice. Very nice. Alright, they blew it up. Okay. So they have what, 2 settlements and 2 armies. I don't care if they come and take this.
Master of high magic.
Hopefully she doesn't pick it up, the plague, but if she does, I won't be surprised. Yep, that's good. And let's get more growth. Public order. Money. Very nice. Public order there is fine for now. Alright, you're moved. You've been moved. Diplomacy.
You may approach.
Azray. This is Athel-Loren, home of the Oak of Ages and the Azray.
It's not worth jack shit to you. What are you talking about?
What?
Wait, are they saying the... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Teclis. Hey, and welcome, Dan. Teclis is pretty fun. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think Teclis and Imric really are okay elf campaigns because it's still high elves. Depending on your play style, anyway. Like I'm not really affected by some of their economy changes because I didn't really play into them. But even though influence is influence is drastically nerfed. You don't get influence like for 5 or 6 turns anymore. You get it for 1 turn and you get like 4 or 3 influence. So you're spending like 400 to 500 gold every single turn for like 3 influence or whatever, 3 or 5 influence. It's not worth it at all. So I don't even have once I figured that out, I don't even have a noble anymore. I just got rid of him because he was costing me like 250. Some of the stuff about high elves are not ported well in his been. Oh, I would agree. Yeah, they absolutely destroyed the influence mechanic, which is their whole mechanic. It's just not. You don't need to use it. It's just not worth it. And I'll show you guys in the diplomacy part. I used like 30-40 influence on Tyrion, to try and get good relations with him. It only went up to 70, and I'm still at like very friendly relations with him, and he still doesn't even want a non-aggression pact with me. Not to mention how long it fucking takes to get 70 influence now in this game, because you don't get influence for like 5 or 6. It doesn't stack. It's once per turn. You're gonna get 5, so you're spending like 250 gold on the noble. You're spending 400 to 500 gold to do the agent action, and then you're only getting 5 or 6 influence out of it. It's just not fucking worth it. Not worth it at all. Yeah, he's wait. Fun fought the vampire guns. I wonder where they're thinking of moving it to. But like, I think Imric and Teclis have a decent high elf campaign, mainly for the fact that they don't have to deal with, they don't have to really deal with the high elves. They're able to like actually conquer. Like you don't have to go to war with all of the high elves to take care of Ulthuan. You know what I mean? You just gotta do your own thing and not worry about what they're doing. It's shitty that you have to do that, not to play into a faction mechanic, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, the noble would be nice in your armies now, just for the replenishment rate, but it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. You're dead. We'll fight it manually. It's an easy win. I haven't tried Imric yet. I need to. It's on my to-do list. Imric is set up for success in his campaign. He's right by Nagashazar, which is, occupied by rats right now, which are very easy to get rid of as Imric. You're right by Nurgle, who's weak to fire, which obviously Imric is good in. And then if you take care of them, you're right by Gorst, which, again, susceptible to fire. So, yeah, I've always liked the dragon, kind of like quest things you do, which take time to do, but I've always had issues though with like his campaign mechanic and like the Empire prestige mechanic, because like once you get the dragons, like his mechanic's done, over with. You never use it again, which I realize it does take quite a bit of time to achieve that, but still, you know, like once it's done, it's done. You know, there's nothing else to it. Same thing with prestige. Once you get all of the empire like confederated or where you want them, you can't spend prestige on anything because there's no one to spend the prestige on. So I just feel like they need to, with mechanics like that, they just need to find something else to, you know, find another use for it other than just it being done. We shouldn't need a checkerboard, but it wouldn't be the worst idea. Just because they do have quite a bit of oh shit, of melee coming at me. Just move him forward. But yeah, don't get me wrong. Like in Warhammer 2, the mechanics are fun. Like I'm not trying to shit on that, but it's just, I don't know. I get that a little bit with the Warriors of Chaos. A little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, the Warriors of Chaos rework is great, in my opinion. But you know, once you kind of figure out which like boons or like gifts of chaos you want, like I never spend any of my souls on their mechanic anymore. Like I use it for the lords and heroes and that's it. I'm like, I don't need it for anything else. You know. Also, I've been looking into it. I still have no idea. I've played a good amount into the Warriors of Chaos campaign, and I've never seen like the battle of, what is it, like Zanbejan or whatever. I don't know when that triggers. I have a Archeon campaign still like in my save files, that I think I'm just gonna keep progressing and see what happens. Yeah, village spending on the changing of ways is nice, but yeah, you know, this whole Immortal Empire's, you know, thing, if you're playing as the Warriors of Chaos, is this battle that, you know, you're supposed to be kind of like fighting towards, and then there's no like you have the soul mechanic, but then you don't have like a bar filling up, like, you know, oh, you need like 5 million souls or whatever it is to unlock the path to get there. It's just, you know, it's just not there. I mean, if you want to line up like that, hopefully it doesn't ricochet like that. Oh my god. I think the altar is just... Oh, is it the Realm of Chaos? Okay. Well, so in other words, I'm never playing that campaign. I don't like the Realm of Chaos campaign. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, puke. No thank you.
A prudent position.
Like I defended the Realm of Chaos, not to an extreme extent, but to a little extent. Mainly because you could still get like gifts of Slanesh, you know, like the actual weapons. And then when they just started nerfing all of that, I was like, you have a campaign that's just pure pain. Like there's no in going in any of the Chaos God like realms, there's no incentive for the player to go in there anymore. Like there's, you know, which I'm sure you guys know, but you know, the spawns that happen get stronger the more you progress into it. It doesn't give you any bonuses other than giving you a soul. Like I don't know.
It is fated.
Not my cup of tea. Not when Immortal Empires is here, which, don't get me wrong, Immortal Empires has its issues, but compared to the Realm of Chaos, this campaign is so much better. And I think you'd be crazy to not think that.
Spearmen.
Carried by the winds.
Those spearmen are doing. I mean, they're getting shot up too.
Magic's unleashed.
We will obey.
Off one main.
Drop down this one right there. Though I played most of it multiplayer. I don't enjoy multiplayer. It's not that it's, you know, a bad thing. But like if you're just playing with like straight up friends, right? Sure, it's fine. But if you're playing competitively, I feel like the potential for things to get toxic in the community there are just really high. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Multiplayer's just never been my thing. Spearmen have shields. Mine, I personally. Yeah, I want to swap them out. I do. Yeah, if you're playing with friends in a multiplayer scene, you know, that's totally, you know, understandable. That's easy. You know, in terms of like setting limits and whatnot. But my big problem with multiplayer is that, not necessarily with multiplayer itself, but the fact that Creative Assembly uses multiplayer and single player to balance each other out. Because the thing is, like, whether you're playing with friends or you're playing competitively, guess what you can do in multiplayer? You can set your own freaking rules. You know, you don't have to exploit the game. Like if, you know, if Archeon is a one-man doomstack, he's just too good in multiplayer. Guess what? Hey, no one's allowed to use Archeon. Flamestorm does too much damage for its cost. Hey, Flamestorm is not allowed in this campaign tournament or this whatever we're doing. Okay, easy. Someone does it. You know, someone uses it. Bam, you're out. You're gone. Easy, simple. But what does Creative Assembly do? People in multiplayer just bitch that something's overpowered, and then they just nerf it into oblivion. You know, for everybody. Hey, welcome, Brian. Welcome to the stream, bud. You know, like which I realize, you know, you'd almost have to have two separate games, or maybe like two separate like patches, I guess, in different like modes to opt in and out of if you want the multiplayer experience for single player. But I don't know what they would have to do, but I'm telling you right now, using one to balance the other is not the fucking way to go. It is just not good. Not good at all.
Master of high magic.
Because again, in multiplayer, you can set your own like restrictions, and you can't do that in single player. Like if something's restricted for you right from the get-go, then you don't have a say in it. But you have a say in every single decision in multiplayer. Do the award save for herself. We're gonna take attrition anyway.
An archmage is accustomed to victory.
I don't want to get ambushed by her though.
Master of high magic.
Do not play on live competitive. It's shit. Yeah, then they used to use that to nerf stuff. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like, again, like,
led by the winds.
Multiplayer can nerf itself, you know. Like, it's really not difficult. And if someone doesn't follow the rules, you're gone, you know? Like, it's really simple. Really, really simple. I don't know. It just... I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is that they do that. Because it just makes no sense whatsoever that you would do that.
My axe thirsts for war.
Not even from like a pleasing people perspective, but from like the foundation of a game. Like, hey, here we have two game modes that are in no way comparable other than the units that they're using. So what should we do? Let's use them to balance each other out, even though it doesn't fucking work. You know, completely two different game modes.
Death Knight is upon us.
Mage of Ulthuan, your word is my command.
Yeah.
Consider it done.
Okay.
High Lawmaster of
Alright. So what we can do is kind of make a counterclockwise swing. I think is what I want to do. Excuse me. Because I don't want to come, like, I don't want to force march all the way down here. Because I know as soon as I do that, then they're going to declare war on me. And then I'm going to, you know, like, I need another army up here, but I can't afford another army, I don't think. Not with my other army down there, just messing with them. That's why I'm not, like, holding my breath for this next patch. Because I'm sort of expecting a lot more nerfs incoming, and I mean, if they don't, great, but I'm just not going in thinking that they're gonna leave stuff alone as it is. I think more rough times are ahead in that regard.
Corruption is rife.
Okay.
Teclis.
I think we bypass this one and just force march
Off I go.
and take Oixel.
Onward.
Let's fuse some of these items, see what we get. Sure, it's better than nothing. That's it. Alright, let's see what happens. So I don't know. I don't know. I get, yeah. You know, people like multiplayer, great. But I personally don't enjoy it, and I don't like what it brings to this game. I just think they really need to have, like, two separate, like, you know, kind of like how you can opt in to a beta or opt back out of it to a previous patch or whatever. I think they need that for single player and multiplayer, because it just doesn't make sense. Mainly just personally, like, I don't like it because it doesn't make sense to me that they do that, but look at how it messes with, like, the general community. You know, it's mostly I would argue it's mostly a single player game, and you're pissing off most of the people playing the game for a handful of people that do, you know, multiplayer tournaments here and there. Like the streamers that do the tournaments are obviously big time players, but I don't know. I don't know. You know.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
All right.
Feel my steady hand is needed.
Like Total War, like it's just the wrong like genre, like type of game to use multiplayer as. Like there are so many games out there that you can play multiplayer with. This game should not be one of them. Like, I'm just sorry.
Infused by Hoet's wisdom, even archmages sleep.
Let's merge you two.
I see the winds.
I'm trying to give Oxyotl here a chance to kind of push back against him, but he's not. There we go. Alright. He doesn't have many spells. It's weird. But yeah, this is nothing to worry about either. Campaign multiplayer with my mates has been amazing. Right, I mean like competitive. Sorry, competitive multiplayer. Which, not that you can't have it be competitive against friends, but I'm saying like you know, the competitive tournaments where you're taking two people from different parts of the world, you know, going against each other. Like it just really needs to be two separate like opt-in play modes and balance each one accordingly. Because then it just, I mean, think of all the extra work that Creative Assembly has to go in then to do, where you know, something is really fun in single player but overpowered in multiplayer, and people don't take the time to like, hey, just don't do that, you know, simple rule, don't do this. Like, okay, fine, and people do it, get them out, you know, kind of thing. Just whatever, super easy fix, right? But then they don't do that. They take the time and effort to nerf it into, you know, they take it, they don't do that. They go to the extreme and they nerf it into oblivion so people can use it in multiplayer because it basically does shit. You know, it just doesn't do anything now. And then it makes it absolutely god-awful to use in single player, and then you piss off that community, which is, I still would argue that that's the majority of the community is single player. Yeah, like just have separate, literally, just have it separate, you know, save the time and effort of having to change everything, and just have separate game modes to start with. That way you don't have to, you know, all these freaking extra patches of going back and forth, shit, you don't have to worry about, you know what I mean? You just don't have to worry about it, because you're not constantly trying to please one crowd versus the other. But no, that would just make too much freaking sense, you know? Nice. Everyone's at, yeah, okay, everyone's at Firewall.
I will. Moving.
I'm actually a little worried
Orders.
Weaver
here.
of the winds.
Not terribly, but
I summon the winds.
no, that's just too, it's too unpredictable.
My destiny.
Too unpredictable.
Witness
And that's what I'm worried about is that they're gonna like. I'm just worried that I'm worried that they're gonna try and do too much and please everybody, and what they're gonna end up doing is just pissing everybody off in the end. You know, like obviously I don't want that to happen because I enjoy the game, but the more decisions they make regarding the game, I'm just like, why are you doing this? Like, this does not sound good. Like, stop now, kind of thing. But what do? They keep doing it. So, well, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see. By the way, does Warhammer 2 run the same as Warhammer 3 for you? Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah, I haven't. I'm actually surprised I haven't had to. But no, I have not had to dumb down any settings from Warhammer 2 to Warhammer 3. So I am fortunate. With that being said, I never played on like really high settings to begin with, so like all of my settings were adjusted for various things that I specifically wanted in my campaigns to be good. For example, like the only thing I focus on is texture quality, unit size, and I can't think of the other one, but there's one more thing that I like had the same thing in Warhammer 2 and 3. So I don't think it's necessarily that. If I would have played on higher settings, probably, but I don't. Yeah, she's getting absolutely wrecked. Alright, you guys need to shoot these guys. We got army losses.
Advance.
Understood. I go then. Winds of magic rise.
Yeah, it's which, you know, there are some settings at some point, like shadows, right? Like think of things that you don't really notice that cause a bunch of like extra work for your computer. Like, sorry, but building quality. How often in battles do you pause the battle or whatever you may be doing to just stare at the, you know, at the terrain? My texture quality, I think, is on low because, again, how often am I just like, wow, that's some really cool grass you got going on there? You know what I mean? Like, little things like that don't really matter. Like, I mean, if your PC can handle it, then yeah, fuck it. You know, like, why not? Max that baby out. But if you're like, if your PC is struggling and it's because you want your the trees and grass to look perfect, well, you know, that's an easy fix right there. You know what I mean? Like, just get rid of that quality. You know, you don't need it. Wow, she got a heroic victory from that. Wow. Okay. But yeah, we are bleeding. You know, like some people have put in, which view is roughly the same as yours, RX 570. Oh, very nice. Like, you know, like people that I'm a part of a few Facebook groups with like Warhammer and Total War in general, and I've seen some people post in that are complaining that they can't run their game at like, you know, like comparing Warhammer 2 to Warhammer 3. You know, they could run with their setup. They could run Warhammer 2 at like 90 FPS, and then Warhammer 3 is like only 70, and they're throwing a fit. And it's like if you're running the game at that speed and you're not even streaming, who cares? Like 60 FPS is great for streaming, and most people aren't streaming the game, you know, in that regard. So like, just you don't need it. Like, once you get over 60 FPS, in my opinion, it's just bragging rights. You know, like, like, you don't really, at this point, you don't need more than 60 FPS to stream. You know, you just don't really need it. You know, it's like 1440p is, you know, it's great, but it's not a necessity in terms of quality. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like, more power to if you can do it. Congratulations, but I don't think it's necessary by any means. That might actually be good. Income from ports. Wow. I mean, that would add up. That would, I shouldn't say that, because that can add up. But I think this would help her more now. Yeah. Get a little more replenishment. 50, yeah. And I average that. You know, when it's like loading certain screens, it gets a little bumpy, a little shaky. I will build that just for the extra replenishment, because by the time I take this, we'll get it. But you know, I don't know. Like, the only reason you would need more FPS is if you're streaming, if you're streaming like on multiple like servers at the same time. So if I have like OBS going to, say hypothetically it was going to Twitch and to YouTube, then yes, like, you need a heavy duty fucking computer to do that. But most people that I know don't fucking do that. You know, they're not. They're just not doing that. You know, it's one platform or the other kind of thing.
We will stop this plague.
We can.
I will give you victory.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Plus, we'll recover over the intern.
My infinite knowledge is yours.
Yeah, that's fine.
Teclis.
Alright, what do you need? No. Get more of his spells done.
Approach. What do you require? Ladriel, grant me your sight.
They should be down to one settlement, I believe. Yep, good. Yeah, we just bypassed them. Take Oixel. How many summons do you guys have? 2. Could always just sell this stuff to him. No, because then I'm gonna have to take it back from them later. So I don't want to do that. I've been playing Attila and shit FPS because the game is bad. I never really got into Attila. I discovered like Attila and Rome 2. Attila and Warhammer 2 at the same time, and I was just like, oh, like some new games I haven't played yet. Mind you, like I grew up playing like Rome Total War, Medieval 2, that kind of stuff on my PC, and then I ended up getting, like, growing up, we got like a PlayStation 2 and then an Xbox, and then in college I had an Xbox, so I just kind of took like a break from like PC gaming basically for a long time, and so I was out of touch of Total War for ages. You know, it's a video though, such a good Total War game held back by performance. That's true. But you know, and then when I got into both of the games, I was like, okay, like which one do I think I would I like more? And then I started seeing reviews of how the issues with Attila and whatnot, and then Warhammer 2 was this great game, and so I was like, yeah, Warhammer. And now it's been 2 years. 3 years. 3 years. Yeah. Oh yeah, like our first game my dad ever got us was Age of Empires, and then grew up playing Rome Total War for, God, I don't know how long, then Medieval 2, then like Age of Empires 3, and then in college is when I got Rome 2, which Rome 2 was already like done and completed by the time I started playing Rome 2. I'll take the money. Fuck yeah. But anyway, started playing Rome 2 for like a month, and then I found Warhammer 2, and never really looked back.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom.
Alright.
Ready yourselves.
Hi, dog. What is going on? Dan Fish, off to bed. Good luck getting to 1,000 limit. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Dan. Appreciate you, man. Hope to see you again on some more streams. It's good talking to you.
Gifted advisor.
We can win that. I'm not worried about that. And I appreciate the subscription, Dan. Thank you very much. I get it on my phone first. Like if people have a public account, it always comes to my phone first, and then it'll come through Streamlabs on the stream.
Ulthuan prevails. Asuryan protects.
Yep. Growth. Money. Public order. Wake soul. This is gonna have Skaven corruption once they're gone. But yeah, trade resources, please. Should anyway. There it goes. There it goes. It was just very delayed. Very, very delayed.
Order must be maintained.
Okay.
High Lawmaster of Hoeth.
Yeah, let's just we're gonna get rid of...
Going. Half-wit. I go then.
We're gonna get rid of him.
Ready. You say
Can I get here next turn? It says I can.
moving on.
Alright, game.
The rodent problem is under control. Lily,
Well,
hear me.
which is the most difficult Total War for you?
Nothing more.
Honestly, Warhammer 2. For two reasons. Supply lines, because I do play on like very hard campaign difficulty. So supply lines and battle difficulty in Warhammer 2. Only being able, like, I shouldn't say only being able to use certain units, because you can use any unit you please. But Warhammer 2, I've never played a game like Warhammer 2 where your campaigns will suffer drastically if you don't optimize your armies to its fullest potential. You know, it's just something I've never seen before, really. So the learning curve for me was massive, and kind of understanding how Warhammer 2 operates. But on the flip side of that, it also, like, I have just under 2,000 hours in the game, which it's only 2,000 hours, but I put that in about a year and a half. You're talking about very hard difficulty. Yeah. Like, easy, normal, hard difficulty, you know, it's not that bad. But, like, very hard difficulty where fuck me, I forgot to fight that. Where I play at, it just took forever for me to understand, you know, how the game functions with the AI cheats compared to other titles. And it was a big, like, wake up call, I think, for me, because I drastically underestimated you know, the what you'd have to do, what your limits were. Because of those, which, like, I'm very glad they nerfed the AI cheats, because my enjoyment of Warhammer 2 drastically plummeted. Because like, playing on lower difficulties, like steamrolling, like some people love steamrolling really early on, right? I don't. I just don't. Like, if I'm just auto-resolving through everything, not having to worry about what I'm recruiting, like, the less decisions I have to make, or less things I have to pay attention to, the less enjoyment I have for the game. So, lowering the difficulty for me really wasn't an option, just because I didn't enjoy that game, or didn't enjoy that type of playstyle, or difficulty, I guess. But because of that, it really limited what factions I could enjoy in the late game. Like, greenskins, for example, have a terrible, you know, end game economy, as well as, you know, their faction relies on melee infantry. Melee infantry on the harder difficulties are not a good method of a good method or means of winning battles. You know, your campaign will drastically be slower compared to other factions in the game, just because you're using melee. Warriors of Chaos had other issues going on in Warhammer 2 than just their armies. But any melee focused army or faction, faction in Warhammer 2 was garbage. Just compared to the ones that utilize magic and missiles and artillery really well. They were just by far way down the line in terms of replayability. So for me, once I got through all of the factions I really enjoyed, that, you know, did magic and missiles and all that good stuff, and I did try out some factions, you know, to see if I would like them. And then once I realized, I was like, yep, these factions suck. I was like, this is not fun. This is not enjoyable. I was just playing the same factions over and over and over again. And this was like before I was streaming. And even then, when I was streaming, my channel was small enough where I could very easily, you know, like, I wasn't really pressured at all to play a campaign I didn't want to play, like, say, like, Legend might be. Because, you know, like, he's got, you know, 450,000 subs, you know, whatever it is. So, you know, he can afford to, you know, he has a incentive to, if they're not going to put units up here, then don't waste our ammo. You know, he has a monetary incentive to play factions he may not necessarily like, you know, because people will still come, people will super chat, you know, the whole 9 yards, right? That's there for him. For me, if I'm playing a faction I don't like, you know, if we have like 10, 20 people here watching the stream, that's just me blowing my brains out for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, there is just no reason behind me doing that. But I started doing that because I thought I needed to when I started streaming. And it just very, very, very quickly I realized, like, I cannot sustain that. And so for me in Warhammer 3, I haven't tried them out yet. I do want to try out greenskins, but so far in general with factions, I do enjoy. I am loving the fact that, really, like, for me, I love the fact that, you know, Skaven slaves aren't better than Temple Guard kind of thing, right? Because that's another point for me, is I like stuff that, even though it is fantasy, I do like things that make a little bit of sense. So for me personally, I don't like, you know, I don't like Skaven slaves that, you know, are literally garbage trash beating a unit that I'm paying 300 or 400 gold a turn for. I don't get enjoyment out of that. It's not like the... You fucker. It's not like the AI did anything special. That's just plain AI cheats, and that's not fun for me. So... That's also why I know, even though they turned it down, that's why I don't do very hard battle difficulty even in Warhammer 3, because the AI still gets plenty of cheats, and I don't want my units that I'm paying 400 or 500 a gold a turn for, you know, when statistically they should be winning, but it's those hidden buffs that they get that you don't see, that make it a nightmare. I just don't enjoy that. Which, you know, if you do, great, fantastic, but not me. Not my play style. Alright. I do need to kind of be quick with this fight. Tell you what, just in case, because I want to bring some units up here and potentially start shooting. But I would say in Warhammer 3, Georgie, it's not necessarily the difficulty you play on, but what you do with the endgame crisis is your difficulty deciding factor. If you crank it up to 200 and put it on turn 10 and the ultimate crisis mode, you're gonna have a tough time. But I don't want to blow my brains out just because it's an option. So, like for me, for example, I set it to, I think I've changed it to turn 70, because that's usually when I start steamrolling, is like turn 60 or 70 so far. So I'll turn the endgame scenario to start right then, so I don't have like a lull in the campaign, and then I crank it up to 150. But the ultimate endgame crisis for me, I will never be a channel that plays that. Sorry if that's a Debbie Downer for anyone here, excuse me, listening. But for me, that's the same way the Order Tide formed, and they would have like 30 settlements and like 120 billion armies. That's not fun for me. That's just repetitive, nightmarish bullshit that you have to plow through. And like, it's not fun. It's just grindy, and you don't get anything out of it. And like, because the thing is, like, people will be like, oh yeah, you should play the Ultimate Crisis mode and do that. And then, you know, the Ultimate Crisis mode or whatever happens on turn 10 at level 200 or whatever, and then the same person will be like, huh, this guy can't even handle that, what a noob. It's like when streamers do that, I guarantee you the streamer themselves is not doing it for enjoyment. They're doing it because people ask them to do it, and then, you know, they get shit on for doing it. It's just a catch-22, you know. People will not watch you for playing on the hardest difficulty, because it's happened before. I've had people literally tell me, or like I've had people leave because they're like, I've had people in the past, like, they're just chatting up a storm with me. They're like, wow, this is really great, you know. And this is when I only had like 1 or 2 people watching my streams, and then they come on, they're like, oh wow, this is great, like, what difficulty do you play on? And I tell them, like, very hard, boop. Concurrent, you know, like, concurrent viewer drops. I was like, oh, gee, I wonder what happened. Like, because a lot of those people, I shouldn't say a lot of those people, some people I've seen that say stuff like that on, like, my streams and other people's streams, they're the same person that'll be like, oh, do this on this difficulty, see if you can handle it. It's like, okay. You know, the streamer does it, and then they're struggling, and then the same person comes on there and shits on the streamer for doing that difficulty or that whatever test. It's like, dude, you asked them to do it, they're doing it, and now you're shitting on them for doing it. Like, you see the issue there? Play on very hard because I'm old and slow. I mean, you're playing on a higher difficulty than I am, man. So that's. I don't think you need to feel bad about that by any means. Which, again, I don't think. I've never understood either. For a long time, I always thought, you know, if I'm gonna stream, if I'm gonna do this YouTube thing, you know, I gotta bite the bullet and play on the hardest difficulties, and I just found that drastically to be not true. You can be a great streamer and be playing on normal difficulty. I mean, shit. Look at Okoye. Like, Okoye, I think, plays on hard and normal. Like, no one goes there to see him, you know, do a legendary difficulty campaign, because that's just not what his channel is about, and neither is mine. Like, mine is not about setting stuff to the hardest difficulty and trying to blow my brains out just because I want to be the best of the best of the best. Like, you know, contrary to belief, you don't have to master a game to be a good streamer at it, if that makes sense. At least in my opinion, you don't need to be. Like, yeah, it definitely helps. People will find you more credible, but it's not like oh, you don't play on the hardest difficulties, get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? Like, you know. Because not every difficulty is for everybody, you know. Broken it to build up their settlements. Currently the game is broken, the AI doesn't understand how to build up their settlements well. So after turn 40, you outrun the AI. This is a known issue. Oh, that's interesting. I guess I haven't really paid attention to it. I haven't noticed it in buildings. I've noticed it in armies. Where, you know, it's like turn 70, 80, 90, 100. And you go up against some Skaven. And they're still recruiting, like, clan rats. You know, in Warhammer 2, at least, they would be recruiting, you know, weapons teams. Hell pits, you know, that kind of stuff. And in Warhammer 3, they're recruiting the same garbage on turn 1 as they are in turn 90. So, I think I'm going to run out of time. I'm going to have to fight this tomorrow's stream. They're just not doing what I wanted them to do. Or 2.5 hours anyway. There's a more blip in the patch notes. They say they're working on it. They say that. You know. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I don't want to be known as a Debbie Downer, like, channel. But I just, with what they keep saying they're doing, like, they're not doing nothing. Right? They're definitely not doing nothing. But when they say, like, oh yeah, we're looking to patch this, and then the patch just makes it, they don't patch it and make it good. They patch it and make things worse right now. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time. Shit, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not fighting this well anyway. I'm just really surprised. But yeah, I'm running out of time. I'm gonna have to load the save after this, and then we'll start with it's a siege. I hate sieges. I know you guys aren't a fan of them. So I'll probably just fight this in my own time and just get through it. That way we don't have to sit here through me doing this kind of stuff. But I do appreciate everyone sticking around today. Again, we've gotten some great turnouts on these streams. The average view time is still increasing, which is obviously great for YouTube's algorithm. I mean, we're having you know, this many concurrent viewers, which I know it's only 10, but still, 2 weeks ago we had like 2 or 3, if that. So I appreciate everyone being here. I really greatly appreciate the support. We are getting closer to that 1,000 sub goal. We're at 805. We're gaining a few subs each day, so I do appreciate all the support. And again, we got little over a week yet to hit that sub goal. Just a reminder, it is if I stretch here. it's the 1,000 sub goal stream would be a 24-hour live stream playing as one of the Beastmen factions. I'm not sure which one yet. Hey, Vokoma, welcome. Just coming in at the tail end of the stream here. Appreciate you stopping by though, but yeah, I gotta get going to work. But yeah, anyway, the 24-hour, if we hit 1,000 subs by October 1st, I'm wanting to do kind of as a bonus and saying thank you. The next campaign I do will be Beastmen. Yeah, Central Missouri. Woohoo! Yeah. Will be a Beastmen campaign, but the 24-hour live stream and the extra difficulties that I'll be adding to it with the endgame crisis and whatnot will just kind of be extra for you guys to just bring in more of a challenge. So regardless, the next campaign will be Beastmen, but the 24-hour live stream and everything is just kind of a thank you for your support. Kind of let's do something crazy to celebrate the milestone, basically. Oh, small world. Small world. No way, that's awesome. Yeah, my wife's family is originally like from the Kansas City area, so that's where I got this sweatshirt from. But anyway, let's see. Legend is streaming, which if you guys aren't already kind of watching them in another tab, I will pop the link from his stream. If you guys want to go check him out, I imagine all of you have heard of him at this point, but there's the link to his stream if you don't have it up already. I appreciate all the support again today, guys, and I will be back again tomorrow morning, probably with more Teclis. I'm having fun with this campaign, and I think you guys are too. So.